What's going on, YouTube? It is sunny. It is beautiful. Couldn't ask for a better day. I'd show you the sky, and you know what you wouldn't see? You wouldn't see a cloud because there is not a single one in the sky. But as you probably saw on the thumbnail, I am at the Blue Beacon in Corbin, Kentucky, on my way up to Louisville. Got to deliver to Ford, and then it's truck show time, baby. Matt's here I come. But heck, I don't see it right now. But while I was sitting in this very long line, if it was different circumstances and my clock isn't an issue, and going to the truck show and all that, and I'm already getting there early, I would not be sitting in this line. I think it's probably going to take 2 hours to get this truck washed, but it's absolutely disgustingly filthy on the outside, and I don't want to go rolling up to a truck show. But anyway, I don't see it now, but I saw a cock a while ago. You don't expect to see a cock at the truck wash, yeah. But there's this rooster strutting around. Maybe I'll see him in a little bit. So how you guys doing? Let's see. Let's check the comments and see who has joined us today. I hope you guys can hear me okay. If the audio's good, just smash that thumbs up button. Let's get back here so it ain't quite so glary. All right, so the first up, dadgummit. Hold on, let me get my. I'm going blind, people. And I tell you, this didn't happen till I got to be, heck, I think 44, no older than 43 years old. I was fine, no problem. And now, reading little text requires me putting on these glasses or getting a bigger screen than what I currently have. All right, so O3 is in here, and the highway hooligan Maverick. Maverick, you are always on the draw and quick in the room. Brent from Florida. It says, good afternoon to everyone. The Lone Wolf Trucker is in the house along with Bobby Kohler. And then we got Tim Branham, Dennis K, showing lots of enthusiasm. Thanks a lot, Dennis K. And my man, Adrian, another episode of Trucker Jim. That's right, I wasn't planning on this, but heck, I'm in this long line, and I've been listening to some powerful audio stuff, like Kentucky. I sent him a link to this. My son Chase, a friend of mine Yeti, and then also sent to Misty. Hadn't nobody sent any word back if they listen to this, but it's a video. I mean, it's only audio, but you can find it on YouTube. But it's how to double your brain power. Let me turn this. I got audio controls back here in the sleeper. That's kind of cool. I can change the station too. But it's called How to Double Your Brain Power. And it's some author or, I don't know, scientist or something talking about it. I'm not going to like rehash all the information because this is profound stuff, but I swear it's true. And like I've experienced it so many times, especially like when I used to do door to door sales. And and what you wanted to do is you had so many that you wanted to sell for the day, and you didn't have a goal of like 300 or anything crazy like that in a day, but like 10 would be a solid day. 20 is outstanding. But one of the things it talks about is visualizing and then just absolutely know beyond a shout of a doubt that you're going to win because you believe you're destined to. And all the things that don't go right are simply just obstacles and things to learn from. But it goes so much more in that. But if it's called double your brain power, but the easy way, like if you're watching this video, you know about my channel. On my channel, if you go to playlist, I've got it broken down in like season 1, 2, 3, but there's also a list called liked videos. at the time of this recording anyway, this should be at the very top of the list because it is the most recent video that I've liked. But I don't know. It made me. I don't know. It fired me up a bit. Now I'm actually listening to a John Maxwell audiobook. It's been around since the '90s, called "The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership." And I'd read it years ago, but I'm listening, and I think I'd listened to it, but before too. I used to check things like that out from the library. But you ain't got to go to the library anymore, people. You got YouTube, where I ain't gonna say you can find anything on YouTube, but you can find a lot, and you can also find how to double your brain power. Yukon, that big old brain of yours. What if you doubled it? How great could you be? But I highly recommend checking that video out. So we're gonna go back to the comments and see what you guys are talking about. Yeah, Lone Wolf, you are on a live video right now. So you comment something, I like hopefully eventually see it. But I know I do miss some of your comments sometimes on here, guys. Just like all these other, YouTubers that go live. It would be cool, like if I had my marketing assistant, I want to say girl, but I guess it could be a guy too, that says, "Hey, we've got a comment from Lone Wolf. Is that okay?" And I ain't necessarily got to be staring at screens and reading, cause that kind of interrupts flow sometimes. You know what I mean? That's why I am more of a fan of my edited videos over what I'm doing now. But I tell you, this is so easy right now. It don't require any planning. I'm starting to give thought. I'm headed to the truck show, right? And I mean, I got to make at least one video. I'm thinking maybe two videos of the truck show, but I don't want them to be long, and I ain't trying to duplicate, the same thing that I did last year or anything. I want to build upon it. So, I have to give thought to that. Then I have to make sure I got the lens on, whether it's a wide angle or one I can zoom in. Uh, and then either film stuff or people, or me talking about something. And then come back to the truck after all that's done, having some kind of point to it, that, or whatever. And then come back, load all that footage onto the Mac, and that's if it's just one camera source. But if I've got drone footage in there, stuff from my cell phone, maybe stuff from a G7X camera, load all that stuff on there, then start piecing that together, adding titles in it, adding music in certain parts, trimming off the parts where I look stupid or say it's something offensive. And that takes time right there, guys. And then put it together, and then broadcast a Wi-Fi signal, or get a Wi-Fi somewhere and upload. Well, first I got to save it to a hard drive, right? So I got a backed up copy of it, and then upload it to YouTube, and at the same time come up with a title for it. And then, oh well, you got to come up with some kind of thumbnail for it too, so people will want to click on it. And then, you write the description and whatever's going to go in that, if you got a link for something, or an Amazon affiliate link, or whatever. And then you got to set the tags up. And then well, after you've done that, you can publish it. And then at that point only, Moon Pie and Tennessee Kevin and all you other guys that are out there that totally need to be making YouTube videos yourself, because you guys are smart and you got personality and you got experience now. You guys get the notification, and you can watch the video. But usually that's not enough. I can't depend on the notifications. That's the only people that subscribe and hit the bell. So let me share it with a few Facebook groups. And that's how that process goes for me. It's time consuming. It requires significant effort and time doing that, instead of, well, doing anything other than that. But these live videos, oh, I don't even have to do this, but I like to try to take a picture of me and make a thumbnail, put some kind of text over it, because that looks better than just, I don't know, that picture that it takes. And then it's like, go live. And that's really about it. The only thing you got to do, well, you want to make sure your audio source is right. So before I started this, because I've had problems, like, guys, I had the framework to make one of the greatest live videos in the history of YouTube trucking. It's that time I got stuck on a hill in the snow. I think it was this year or in last year. It wasn't that long ago. And I was live, and then all kind of crazy things started happening. Like a car coming from the other direction on the snowy mountain, and this family, and then them getting stuck, and then like some guys straight out of Deliverance coming up with shovels and all that stuff, but my microphone wasn't recording. So you guys saw it, but you didn't get any of the audio, which was epically hilarious because the microphone in the truck was recording and I wasn't in the truck. And it made me sick. So to prevent that from happening, even though I'm still sitting in the truck, I hadn't ventured out. But if we see that rooster running around I was talking about, I'll go show him to you guys. I disconnected, and not just disconnect, because when you crank the truck up, when I have to move up, this radio likes to snag your Bluetooth out of your headset and like send it to the truck, right? So I had to like forget it. Like they don't even know each other now. I'll have to reintroduce them later when I want to, jam some music or listen to an audio book going down the road through the truck speakers. You guys understand what I'm saying? But that's about all you have to do for the live videos, and I guess just have something to say. And I guess respond to comments. That is easier, and I like it. I mean, it's fun for you guys, but the other I like a whole lot better. And like the video I did yesterday. Yeah, guys, they gonna find it now because I'm at this shipper, right? I'm like, if Mr. Parker or Greg is watching this, and I'm like not being positive about one of our shippers or something, can I get in trouble or get fired? Because I swear, like I feel like I'm one video away from being fired as a media director. Not that I'm in any trouble and they're not happy with what I'm doing, but it don't take like one time to, piss off the right thing. Like say if you lost a customer or a customer threatened to take their business away, I'm not sure what the outcome. I mean, maybe they'd be, come to my defenses or whatever, but that would not be my expectation. Especially say something like Lowe's, it's a $22 million account. So, you know, got to be careful about that too. And I am more likely to get myself in trouble going live than I am something that, I end up watching 50 times as I'm, putting it together and editing. Things tend to not really slip by you too much then, but things have, I guess, over the course of time, or my judgment was maybe not on point. You want to hear something that sucks, though? I tend to not really focus on things that suck. But you'll notice this tank don't look like the tank we've been seeing, Jim. It's smaller. You're right, and it's old because my one I've been using, which is the Mesh Pro. There's something with a picture on it. Oh yeah, here we go. That right there. Well, I had that glass on originally, and I ended up dropping it a whole bunch of times, and ended up having some. Man, thanks a lot, Adrian Best, for the super chat. You step it up. None of that 199 stuff for Adrian. But anyway, I changed it to this like really big bubble thing that I happened to drop yesterday. It was broken glass, but I've got to find a vape shop, and there was one down the road, but I'm too early. Vape shops don't open till like 11 o'clock or so. So before I find parking at the truck show, I'm gonna swing over to the vape shop over near the Papa John Stadium and Kroger. I went there last year, and hopefully I can get a replacement glass for my big tank. Cause this Fire Luke here, it's good. Well, I don't like it now because I like the other one a whole lot better, but I used to really like this one. Flavor was good, cloud production was good, coils last a while, but it's too small. And you have to fill it up all the time. And this one, you have to screw this top off right here, boop, and put your juice in where the the Mesh Pro or whatever the bigger one's called, it'll slide. And you don't have to screw it off. It just slides, opens, you put your juice in, close it back, it seals good, it doesn't leak. It's a great tank. And hopefully this vape shop will have a replacement glass. But let's go back to the comments, see what you guys are talking about. But big thumb, like if you had a thumbs up button, Adrian, I'd give you one, man. 9.90. I remember one time, and old Red Viking trucker, like, I don't know, he kind of talked some shit to me about this, but I was on Guilty 718. He's another YouTube trucker, does a flatbed, and he's got a cool swagger to him. I mean, I don't watch everything he produces by any stretch of the imagination, but I have. I used to check him out. I ain't been checking really anybody out here lately, but I like Guilty's videos. And I don't know. This was a time. Y'all remember that whole Whammums thing? You know, Elvis's song "Walk a Mile in My Shoes." I probably tried harder than I should have to make that work, and it really didn't, as far as the level I wanted it to, anyway. But I did get some support from some of you guys. But I think I was kind of pushing the issue, and people like Jim. Can we move on to something else? Get off the damn Whammums thing. Walk a mile in my shoes. But anyway, it was around that time, and I went to send him a $1.99 super chat, or maybe I was just gonna change it to $2. So anyway, I ended up sending him 20 bucks. I didn't really mean to, but boom, I did send him 20 bucks. And I don't know. Red Viking was saying I don't know, I'm trying to pay for views or pay for Guilty to give me a shout out, and that was pathetic, and stuff like that. But he's kind of notorious for being a bit of a dickhead. But let him do his thing, because I can promise you, Trucker Jim's going to do his. Maybe I should do $20 super chats to all the YouTube truckers. You guys think I could finally get over 10,000 subs? Isn't that crazy? Like, I mean, I don't think subs and views is necessarily a direct reflection of the quality of the video production. There's just, there's all kinds. Now, Moon Pie is saying RVT pays for subs. I don't think he does. Uh, I think the way he targets and optimizes his videos, he's well, in the past anyway, in which your library stays there, was targeted towards people who are searching the trucking industry, and they got exposed to him, and it goes from there. Versus, I didn't like, still really, I don't try to so much target, and I need to. I really, and the GMP channel is kind of accomplishing my desire to do this, but to make good, searchable, educational content that's titled right, good thumbnail, that's educating on a particular subject matter, versus, and people, I mean, that's what YouTube's for. I remember one of the first YouTube videos I watched, the one that stands out in memory anyway, was how to change a fuel filter for a 1985 Mercedes 300D. And dadgummit, if I didn't pull a video up of a guy doing that exactly. I had the same part that I'd bought that I didn't even know where it went. Showed where it went, how to take it off, the priming of it, and boom. I thought, hell, I watched it twice. Hell, that looks easy. And then I did it. And it was my wife's at the time's car, and it was running good. And I came out looking like such a stud because I fixed the problem. But I went to YouTube to do it. Now, I don't know why I've been brain dead this whole time, or maybe it's ego. I don't know. But in the majority of my channel, except for a few exceptions here and there, when I started the video, I had no idea what it was going to be like. I was just like, I got time right now. Let me record about what's going on. And would do that a few times, get some cool road footage of wherever I happen to go in. If I happen to be picking up somewhere, show that, put it together in a video, figure out what the heck am I going to name this thing. And, probably 200 episodes in, I started like, doing thumbnails and things. But I'm not saying that's wrong and RVTs is right or anything. It's just really what you intend to get out of it. I'm bringing this up because I've got a question in the video I took down about editing and putting a YouTube channel together. It's all in what you want to get out of it. I wanted to chronicle the journey or whatever, but as it went on, I started getting more into editing and watching guys like Casey Neistat or Peter McKinnon that do cool edits and have cool camera gear and stuff. It then got to that point of how cool of a video can I make? Because as many of you know, any of you guys that know me well know that my long term goal is I want to be in like the movie business and the making shit business. Whether it's TV shows or I don't know. I love comedy stuff. That just seems a whole lot better than the grind of a 9 to 5 job. Now trucking's cooler than most things, which is why I'm here. Just like being an insurance agent. Well, it's cooler in ways that it is like soul wrenching and others. But there were definitely things that I liked about that as well. But man, these people that like work at all these shippers and receivers in factories that we as truck drivers go to, I mean that's great for, like a lot of people. I'm not trying to degrade it, to minimize it, to talk shit, trying to make myself, I'm higher than none of that. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess if you go into it with the right attitude, and you get there, then you leave, and then you have other parts of your life, and I guess I could make it work, but I have resistance towards trying, to do something like that. I'd rather work on movies and stuff like that. So that's my long term goal. So this whole media director thing at GMP, well, we're gonna see how good it gets. And I guess we'll see what kind of cool video we can put together of the trucking show. Anything you guys like absolutely would like to see from the truck show, let me know in the comments. Um, if there's like other YouTubers that you guys watch and if they're coming to Matt's, they probably already told their audience, that they're coming. I don't know if anybody that's coming for sure. Like I have no plans to meet nobody. I mean, like that's like in my appointment book or something like that. Like, yeah, we're gonna hook up. Um, because most of the people that I was kind of hanging around with some last year, I don't think they're coming. So if there's any of your favorite YouTubers out there that is going to the truck show, let me know in the comments. Or if you're coming to the truck show, I know Paul Wibbles is, and I got you coffee, brother. He's left me 2 comments about getting some coffee, which I made him a cup of coffee last year, but this year's coffee is a little different. I was still, I don't know, at least 20 pounds, maybe 25 pounds heavier than I was at last year's truck show. And I didn't have this kick-ass beard at the last truck show either. And I think the difference is I make my coffee different. I'm still grinding beans. I still like the, San Francisco Bay Fog Chaser. I still use a French press, but instead of putting like hazelnut creamer in there, or sometimes French vanilla would show up, and that's got all kind of hydrogenated oil and sugar, and I don't even know what the sugar-free one's got in it. Oop, it's time to pull up. But instead of doing that, I call it keto coffee. Uh, Something similar that's all branded and shit. They call bulletproof coffee. But soon as I say what I'm making is bulletproof coffee, there's gonna be some keto freak on here that's like, "You're not having bulletproof coffee because your RPMs on your blender aren't, what it's supposed to be," or I don't know. Something. I'm just pulling for straws there. Where's that rooster at? Maybe they got him for lunch. I don't know. I swear this thing, it's not in neutral, is why it's beeping right now. And I've especially the whole seatbelt one. I didn't mention the seatbelt one when I was doing my review, but it's always beeping, guys. And not that I'm trying to ride down the road without my seatbelt off or buzz around town or anything like that. I don't need a damn annoying ass noise telling me to put my seatbelt on. But when I'm on a yard, or especially if I'm backing up, I don't wear my seatbelt, but this thing still wants to beep at me the whole time. And there's something else I don't like about the LT. The side door outside, you got to have a key to open it. You can't just have it unlocked and like have a door latch just to open the daggum thing. So if you're out there and your keys are in the truck, you're like, dang, I need to get something out of it. You got to climb back in the truck, get your keys, and it's a pain in the ass. KW figured it out. International, it would be cool if you did too. What the hell was I talking about before I pulled the truck up? And sorry, I keep cussing. I'm trying to keep it language for all you young, inspiring, soon-to-be truck drivers, or your daddies are truck drivers. Tell mom I'll do better. I'm gonna do better with the language. I hadn't wrote it down yet, so really I'm just talking junk, and I don't mean it because I hadn't wrote it down. So I'll have to write it down later. But well, I'm having myself recorded on video saying it, so that might be more powerful than writing it down. Hmm. I would still suggest writing your goals down, but making a YouTube video about it probably isn't a bad idea either. I did. All right, let's see. Adrian is a Gamecock fan. Tim Youngblood says RVT makes my skin crawl. Can't stand that fake crap. Um, let's see. Nope. Gorilla Trucker says RVT is an awesome guy, even though he hates women. No, he's all right. I've had some pleasant conversations with RVT, and I mean he ain't perfect, just like I sure as shit ain't. But he ain't a bad dude, and I think his intentions are good. The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. I'm gonna read that again. Let that sink in. The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. I guess so. Have fun at Matt's in the truck show. Thanks, Sean McGovern. Lone Wolf says I'm probably gonna apply at GMP when I get back stateside. Maybe we'll see you on the road. Yeah, I hope so, man. Kentucky is back. Hey, Kentucky, did you listen to the How to Double Your Brain Power I sent you a while ago? Listen to it, Kentucky. You can listen to it in the car, or you don't have AirPods yet, do you? Uh, these are the old ones, but just so you guys know, for like any of you guys that have iPhones, I know we all got our little trucker things, but these, man, I like them so much. But they just came out with the like second version of the AirPods. That's these little things you stick in your show it. There we go. Uh oh. Sorry about that. It was trying to connect to my phone, opening up. But they're coming out with the second version of these, which supports wireless charging. Which what wireless charging, like my phone, I just set it on here at night, and if I need to get it, it picks up. But it charges the phone instead of having to plug in the wire. I like it better, but this isn't charging now because these are the old ones. But the new ones are going to support that kind of thing. So I guess they'll have these flat charging pads coming soon where you can just stick your phone, your AirPods, your watch, just lay whatever. I think the Samsung one, like two, you can stack phones and they'll charge. So maybe we can just like throw things in a little thing with, what do you call it? There's like a little fence kind of thing around it, and charge our stuff up. Or I guess maybe one day there'll be like straight up wireless charging as long as you're in range. I don't know, your phone or whatever device is charging up with no wires or anything connected, and you can be in your pocket or whatever. Okay, I wish I could get there tomorrow. Probably going to be Friday. Okay, well, my plan's to be there Friday too. There's a concert going on Friday night. I have no idea who's in it or whatever. But I told dispatch I'm probably going to leave out, like early Saturday morning. Like I love getting started around 3 a.m. Just day goes smooth when you start at 3 a.m. But, if Elvis and a couple of other you guys are, coming for Saturday, I might push it back a day. I don't know. I say that, right? But you might guys remember me getting pulled out of Dallas truck show. But here's the difference. We were under a load, and come to find out it was a hot load, going to the BMW plant that we were on versus this. I'm going to deliver a load, and I'm just going to be empty. And then when I'm ready, I just go get another load. So this one's easy peasy, like no problem for my dispatch to pull off. The other one, I was talking with kind of a inexperienced dispatch that I had at the time, and as long as I got the answer I wanted from her, so I like continued on with my plans, and then it kind of bit me in the ass. But don't expect that's going to happen this time. If I double my brain power, I'll have a total brain power of like 1 to 1.5. Seriously though, for you guys that are just tuning in and didn't hear it, I listened to a video earlier. It's just audio, but it's called How to Double Your Brain Power. If you go to my channel, to the playlist, to the liked videos, you will see it. And there's a lot of other cool stuff that like, because I'm not in the habit of liking things that suck. If like the ones I hit like for, I've got you guys in mind as far as material that I don't know, for some reason or another, that there was something I found value in, and I felt others would too. So that's the liked videos on my channel. But I don't know. You guys bored yet? You want me to end this? Or you guys got some questions? Not a lot of interaction going on in the comments, but we don't have many people in here. Only 21, 10 thumbs up. We're at the 32-minute mark. And I am not El Guerrero Montez. I don't really see anything else going on, so I guess we're gonna wrap this up and get the truck washed here in a minute. Okay, Buttermilk is listening and doing paperwork. Sean McGovern is throwing the thumbs. I'm gonna take a toke of my vape. Hey, I hope everything goes okay with Candace's surgery, Tim. Oh man, y'all, Moon Pie's eating at the Tennessean. That's a pretty good restaurant. And even the convenience store has good barbecue sandwiches and things right there. But that is near the Tennessee Alabama border for you guys that don't know on I-65, I believe it is. Not sure of the exit, but I'm sure Moon Pie will throw it in there for you guys. But it's called the Tennessean. I think it's like an Exxon station or something. There's a pilot that you really don't want to go to. It's a little one with probably with McDonald's or something on the other side of the bridge. Exit 22 off 65. Lone Wolf Trucker saying, yes, sir. Tennessean is the bomb. It is good. You can get some barbecue there. They got like a buffet, which I try not to eat off buffets anymore because I just overdo it when I go to buffets. And heck, I think they even got like self-serve, ice cream or soft. I don't know. They got some ice cream that you can that's included with the buffet too. Friendly waitresses. I I've never seen it full. Parking's usually not too big of a deal. I imagine that convenience store is probably open through the night and has some sandwiches. They have ribs that you can, that's ready that you can take. Yeah, it's I like that truck stop. I filmed a little bit of a video and I was actually doing some riding on my bike, that green bike that you guys haven't seen in a while. I still carry it around in my Chevy. I thought I was gonna give it to um my son in North Carolina, but he didn't seem like he wanted it, so I still got it. I ran out of diesel because I missed this exit. Not again, right? You're talking about the last time you ran out of diesel? So answer that question, Moonlight. Did you? Okay, okay. Yeah, that didn't happen again. Good deal. Because I might have to take your moderator thing if you ran out of gas again, Moon Pie. And I think it would be deserved. Ooh, y'all want to see a cock live on YouTube? Do y'all see him? I don't know if I want to walk all the way down there and chase this rooster around. I think I'm just gonna get back in the truck. All right, anybody got it? Let me start over. All right, does anybody have anything else before we end this transmission? Maybe there may. My intention is to drink 0 alcohol the entire time, including tonight. Because drunken live videos usually it's usually not a good thing to do, you know. I ain't gonna say I never have, but that is not the plan for this week's truck show. But if I run into some people, it seems fun. Maybe we'll go live tonight. So if you have not subscribed and hit the bell, notifications, and all that, well, if you don't, it's probably slim chance you're gonna see it live. You have to watch it on the replay. But all of you that did watch this on the replay that made it to the end, thanks a bunch. If you don't mind hitting that thumbs up on your way out, I will see all of you guys next time. But until then, please be safe out there and keep on trucking.